Hey everyone, so welcome to Tell Me Your Testimony, and this episode is labeled as a bonus episode because I am late coming back for season 2. I originally was going to come back on August 3rd, but as you will hear a little bit later, that did not happen for a lot of reasons that were pretty beyond my control. I'm actually recording this in a hotel room, and I'm using my phone as my microphone, and all my equipment are basically packed away. So I want to kind of just update you on the podcast and as far as dates and everything, what I am hoping that will work out for the future. But first, I'm going to kind of take you back to late April, when I decided to kind of take a break. And there's a big reason why that all happened, as I found out. So back then, I was feeling kind of overwhelmed. I was trying to get us ready for summer, and my oldest daughter was going to be starting school in August. And so I felt like we wanted to enjoy the summer and really take the time to edit and work on the episodes that I had already recorded, and then record some new ones. So that started off pretty well. I had recorded about 3 or 4 episodes, but no editing was coming. The time to do it just wasn't happening. I was planning a birthday party, and my mom actually got hurt, and she fell. She fractured her spine, and she had been in and out of the hospital and rehab centers pretty much from early May on. So I was kind of focusing on visiting her, and just kind of, I don't know, things were just happening. I couldn't sit down and focus on really editing. So kind of fast forward to June, my mom had been in and out again, and then she had COVID, and so we couldn't visit her. And then after she was cleared for COVID, they were just running some more tests. Her white blood cell count was high. They thought she had an infection, and the antibiotics weren't working. So they decided to test, just do a biopsy, and they found out that she had stage 4 cancer, and she actually had 2 different types of cancer. But we found this out in later June, and we were able to visit her. My husband actually baptized her, and she is actually going to have her own episode just about her testimony and everything that happened. But I just want to quickly update on why I'm recording in a hotel room right now. So, basically after her diagnosis, she was wanting to just go home and live the rest of her days at home with hospice care. And so she did. She got home on July 4th, and my sisters and I were there to help her, just kind of round-the-clock care. And on July 13th, she passed away. So that was basically 2 weeks of us knowing she had cancer, and everything happened very quickly, and then still kind of reacting to that. Losing a parent is very, very difficult, but as you will hear in her episode, she had so much peace, and her passing has opened doors to other people to basically be curious about who Jesus is and how he changed her. So this whole thing with her episode is going to be her own testimony, and it's beautiful, and I have peace about it. Of course, we're grieving, and just the loss of her in our life is really hard, but we know, she's with Jesus, she's at peace, and so that kind of keeps us grounded in that sense, but still obviously grieving from this loss and how quick it happened. And also during this time in May, my husband and I were kind of going back and forth on if we should move out of our state. We live in California, and there's a lot of stuff going on in California. I don't really want to get into that, but we have family that lives in another state, and so we were just kind of looking in the idea of moving out. And that happened pretty quickly after, I'd say after June. He got a new job and things just started happening as far as us getting out of here. We sold our house very, very quickly, and as I'm recording this, we are in the middle of a 30-day escrow and kind of just waiting for that, but we have plans to move at the end of the month. And that's another reason why I have not been able to sit down and edit and record. So just a lot of things have happened in these past 2.5 months. A lot of changes, but throughout it, we have been trusting God with everything. It has not been easy. It has been very, very difficult at times, but we are trusting Him with our life and just kind of the direction to where our next season will be. So, as far as the podcast goes, I do have episodes that are almost done, but I think I need to wait. And I am hoping, if everything works out and things kind of calm down and I have time to finish, I'm hoping I can release them in early October, which kind of funny enough is when the first episode came out was early October. So that is kind of the new tentative date. And I'm just asking for prayers for this time that we're moving and just the transition and all the things that go through having a big move like this. We've moved a lot, but nothing out of state. So this is a very big move. So just prayers for the progress and just the process of everything. And just, all that craziness that comes with moving. Just prayers, please, if you're wondering. And then, if you want to still share your testimony, this is something I'm not giving up. So I want you to know that I'm not giving up on this. I think right now I just needed this time to really focus on family and kind of move our family into this new season of life. And sometimes that happens, and we have to put these like ministry projects aside for that moment, take care of family stuff, and then go back to it. So I hope you understand that. And if you are looking to share your testimony, you can always email me, and I will leave all the contact information in the show notes. I still want to share your testimonies. It's something I'm really passionate about. And I have felt very guilty these past few months. Even with everything that's happened, I've actually felt guilty about not working on it. And I know that's ridiculous. So I hope you understand. If you want to write your testimony, you can. If you want to kind of talk to me back and forth about recording it, it will probably be later on. Probably October, November-ish is when I'll be able to set everything up to do that. So hope you understand. If you haven't listened to all the episodes, I encourage you to go back. And if this is your first time here, thank you for coming on and listening and clicking onto this bonus episode that doesn't really have a testimony, but it's just me pleading for you to not give up on me. Thank you. I will be back, and if you haven't heard any of the other testimonies, please go back and listen. They're amazing, amazing stories that really will lift you up and encourage you, and sharing with other people that may not know Jesus. That's the whole purpose of it. So consider joining me here And when I come back this fall, that we'll have some amazing testimonies. I have a bunch in the bag already, and I can't wait for you to listen. So with all that said, thank you for taking your time to listen to me today. Please don't be afraid to reach out to me on Instagram or email me. And thank you so much. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.